What if the love you keep begging for is not the love your soul came here to receive? What if the silence you keep trying to explain, the distance you keep trying to fix, the coldness you keep trying to warm with your own heart is not a sign that you are hard to love, but a sign that you have been asking the wrong person to see what was always sacred in you? Let those words enter gently. You do not have to fight them. You do not have to defend the person who made you feel unseen. You do not have to explain why you stayed, why you waited, why you gave more chances than your heart could afford. You are not here to be judged. You are here to come back to yourself. You are here because some quiet part of you is tired of begging for love that should have been given freely. Some tender part of you is ready to stop standing outside a closed door, hoping someone will finally open it and call you worthy. Love was never meant to make you crawl. Love was never meant to make you shrink. Love was never meant to make you study every message, every silence, every change in tone, as if your peace depended on solving another person's mood. Love was never meant to make you feel like you must perform perfectly to be kept. Real love does not ask you to lose yourself to prove you deserve a place in someone's heart. Real love does not keep you hungry and then call your hunger too much. Real love does not give you crumbs and expect gratitude for starvation. And yet, you may have done this for so long. You may have waited for a reply that never came with warmth. You may have kept your phone close, hoping one message would calm your whole body. You may have stayed awake wondering what you did wrong, why the energy changed, why someone who once seemed close now feels far away. You may have asked yourself again and again, am I too much? Did I care too deeply? Did I ask for or too much? Did I ruin it by needing love? No, dear heart. You did not ruin love by needing love. You did not become unworthy because you wanted care, honesty, warmth, and respect. You did not ask for too much when you asked to be chosen fully. You were asking for something natural. You were asking for something simple. You were asking for love that feels safe enough to rest in. The problem was never that your heart wanted love. The pain began when your heart started begging for love from someone who was not ready, willing, or able to meet it with the same depth. There is a kind of pain that comes from being alone. But there is another kind of pain that comes from being close to someone and still feeling alone. That pain is heavier. It makes the heart question itself. It makes the mind search for reasons. It makes the soul feel tired. You can be sitting next to someone and still feel like you are standing outside their life, waiting to be invited in. You can hear kind words sometimes and still feel no steady love behind them. You can receive small moments of attention and still feel empty when the attention disappears again. That is not because you are broken. That is because half love confuses the nervous system. It gives just enough warmth to keep hope alive, then enough distance to make fear rise again. It gives a sweet moment, then a cold silence. It gives a promise, then an excuse. It gives a touch, then a withdrawal. And before you know it, your peace is no longer in your own hands. It begins to live in someone else's behavior. Your mood changes with their mood. Your confidence rises when they choose you for a little while and falls when they pull away. That is not love. That is emotional waiting. And your soul is not here to live in waiting. You may have believed that if you loved harder, they would finally love better. You may have believed that if you were more patient, more quiet, more understanding, more forgiving, more beautiful, more useful, more easy to keep, then they would finally see your worth. But true love does not need you to disappear before it arrives. True love does not require you to become smaller so someone else feels comfortable. True love does not ask you to silence your needs so the relationship can survive. A connection that only survives when you abandon yourself is not a safe home. It is a place where your spirit slowly becomes tired. Today, let this truth meet you softly. You do not need to beg to be loved. You do not need to chase to be chosen. You do not need to prove your worth to someone who benefits from your doubt. You do not need to keep giving your heart to a place that keeps sending it back wounded. You are allowed to want a love that is clear. You are allowed to want effort. You are allowed to want tenderness that does not vanish when you need it most. You are allowed to want someone who does not make your heart feel like a burden. There is nothing wrong with wanting to be chosen fully. There is nothing selfish about wanting to be loved in a way that feels steady. There is nothing dramatic about wanting honesty. There is nothing needy about wanting care. These are not impossible demands. These are natural needs of a heart that was created for connection. You were not created to live on almost love. You were not created to survive on maybes. You were not created to keep watering a garden where only you are planting seeds. And still, be gentle with yourself. Because when the heart loves deeply, it often holds on longer than the mind knows is wise. The heart remembers the good moments. It remembers the soft voice, the laughter, the time when things felt possible. It remembers the version of someone that made you hope. And because of that hope, it can be very hard to accept the truth of the present. You may not be grieving only the person. You may be grieving the dream. You may be grieving who you thought they could become. You may be grieving the love you kept imagining would finally arrive if you just waited long enough. But there comes a sacred moment when the soul whispers, "Enough." Not with anger, not with revenge, not with bitterness, just enough. Enough begging, enough waiting to be seen, enough turning pain into proof that you must try harder, enough making excuses for what keeps hurting you, enough calling anxiety love, enough calling crumbs a meal, enough leaving yourself at the doorstep of someone who keeps forgetting to open the door. This moment does not need to be loud. It can be quiet. It can be soft. It can begin inside your chest as a small decision. I will not abandon myself for love anymore. I will not keep begging for what should be freely given. I will not keep proving my worth to someone who keeps making me doubt it. I will come back to myself. I will choose peace. I will remember that love is not something I must earn by suffering. Feel that truth. Let it move through you. Maybe part of you still wants to defend the old pattern. Maybe part of you says, "But I love them." Maybe part of you says, "But what if they change?" Maybe part of you says, "But what if I never find this again?" And to that tender part, speak with kindness. Say, "I know you loved, I know you hoped, I know you gave your best. But love for someone else cannot keep costing me the love I owe myself." You are not closing your heart. You are saving it. You are not becoming cold. You are becoming wise. You are not giving up on love. You are giving up on begging. There is a great difference. Giving up on love would make you hard. Giving up on begging makes you free. It opens space for love that does not need to be dragged into your life. It opens space for care that arrives with both feet. It opens space for someone who does not make you question whether you matter. You deserve to be chosen in the daylight, not only in hidden moments. You deserve to be loved in a way that brings peace to your body, not panic to your chest. You deserve to be spoken to with care. You deserve effort that matches words. You deserve a love that does not make you feel like you are always auditioning for a role you already earned by being yourself. You deserve to be held fully, not handled carelessly. You deserve to be loved by someone who knows that your heart is not a place to visit when they are lonely, but a place to honor with truth. Say this softly within yourself. I no longer beg for love. I am worthy of being chosen fully. I do not chase what makes me feel small. I return to the love within me. Let those words become the beginning, not the end, not the full healing, not the whole answer at once, but the beginning. Because the moment you stop begging for love, your energy changes. Your shoulders soften. Your heart stops leaning so far forward. Your spirit remembers its dignity. You begin to notice how tired you were from trying to keep something alive by yourself. You begin to see that love should not feel like a place where you must constantly prove you are worth staying for. And as you begin to see clearly, do not shame yourself for how long it took. Do not look back and say, "How could I have allowed this?" Say instead, "I was learning. I was loving from the best place I knew at the time. I was trying to be chosen because I had forgotten I could choose myself. Now I know. Now I return. Now I begin again." The heart does not heal through punishment. It heals through truth wrapped in kindness. So be kind to the part of you that begged. Be kind to the part of you that waited. Be kind to the part of you that kept hoping one more message, one more talk, one more chance would change everything. That part of you was not foolish. It was hungry for love. And now you can feed it with something deeper. You can feed it with self-respect. You can feed it with calm. You can feed it with the truth that you are already worthy, even before anyone chooses you. Love that is meant for you will not need you to destroy your peace to receive it. Love that is meant for you will not make you feel invisible. Love that is meant for you will not punish you for having feelings. Love that is meant for you will not make you beg for a place in the heart that is supposed to welcome you. When love is real, you may still have human moments, but you will not feel like you are always reaching across a distance that the other person refuses to cross. So today, begin here, not by hating the one who could not love you fully, not by hardening your heart, not by pretending you do not care. Begin by telling yourself the truth. I care, but I also matter. I loved, but I cannot keep losing myself. I hoped, but I am allowed to wake up. I wanted to be chosen, but I will no longer beg. Half love is painful because it does not always look empty. Sometimes it looks almost full. Sometimes it arrives with sweet words, soft memories, warm moments, and promises that sound beautiful when your heart is tired. It gives you enough to hold on, but not enough to rest. It makes you believe love is near, but never lets you feel fully safe inside it. And because it is not completely cold, you keep trying to warm it. Because it is not completely gone, you keep trying to save it. Because it sometimes feels real, you keep ignoring the moments when it leaves you feeling alone. This is why half love can be harder to leave than no love at all. When someone gives nothing, the truth is clear. But when someone gives a little, then takes it back, gives affection, then disappears, speaks tenderly, then becomes distant, the heart becomes confused. It begins to live between hope and hurt. It starts waiting for the good version to return. It starts believing the cold version is temporary and the warm version is the truth. But dear one, love is not only what someone gives when it is easy. Love is also how they treat you when your heart needs care. Love is also how they show up when the moment requires honesty. Love is also whether their presence brings calm or constant fear. You may know this pain, the pain of checking for signs, the pain of wondering if you said too much, the pain of feeling happy when they finally give attention, then empty when they pull away again. The pain of watching yourself become someone who waits, overthinks, explains, forgives, and tries again before your own heart has even recovered. The pain of being treated like an option while your heart keeps treating them like a home. And this is not easy to admit, because when you love someone, you want to protect the dream. You want to believe there is a reason. You want to believe they are just busy, just scared, just hurt, just confused, just not ready yet. Sometimes those things may be true, but even if they are true, your heart is still being affected. Someone's wounds may explain their behavior, but they do not erase your pain. Someone's fear may explain why they cannot choose you fully, but it does not mean you must keep living half-loved while waiting for them to heal. You can have compassion for someone and still choose yourself. You can understand their pain and still admit that their distance is hurting you. You can wish them healing and still stop placing your heart in hands that keep dropping it. This is not cruelty. This is wisdom. Love does not mean letting someone's unhealed places become your daily punishment. Love does not mean staying in confusion because you are afraid of being alone. Love does not mean calling yourself patient when you are actually abandoning your own needs. Half love often trains you to survive on small signs. A kind word becomes enough to make you forget weeks of distance. A sweet message becomes enough to erase the ache in your chest. A little attention becomes proof that maybe things are changing. And the heart, because it wants to believe, begins to accept less and less. What once would have hurt you deeply becomes normal. What once would have made you walk away becomes something you explain. What once felt unacceptable becomes something you tolerate because you are afraid that asking for more will make them leave. But love that leaves when you ask for care was never holding you fully. Love that becomes angry when you need clarity was not giving you peace. Love that makes you feel guilty for having a heart is not the love your soul deserves. You are not wrong for needing consistency. You are not wrong for wanting to know where you stand. You are not wrong for desiring effort that feels honest. These needs are not too heavy for the right love. They are only too heavy for someone who wants the comfort of your love without the responsibility of honoring it. Half love hurts because it makes you question simple things. It makes you wonder if kindness is too much to ask for. It makes you wonder if your feelings are too intense. It makes you wonder if wanting to be called, chosen, respected, and loved openly means you are asking for too much. It can make you feel ashamed of your own tenderness. But your tenderness is not the problem. Your open heart is not the problem. Your ability to love deeply is not the problem. The problem is when that deep love is placed where it is not being held with care. You may have tried to become easier to love. You may have hidden your sadness. You may have pretended something did not hurt. You may have accepted words without action. You may have lowered your needs so the connection would not break. You may have told yourself, at least they are still here. But dear heart, someone can still be around and still not be present. Someone can still speak to you and still not meet you. Someone can still want access to your love and still not be willing to choose you fully. And when you live in that place, you begin to lose parts of yourself, not all at once, slowly, quietly. You stop asking for what you need. You stop trusting your feelings. You stop believing your own discomfort. You start making their behavior more important than your inner knowing. You start saying, maybe I am overthinking, when your body has been telling you the truth. You start saying, maybe I need to be more patient, when your soul has been waiting far too long for peace. Your body often knows before your mind is ready to admit it. Your chest tightens. Your stomach feels unsettled. Your sleep becomes restless. Your joy becomes tied to whether they are warm or distant. This is not weakness. This is your body asking for safety. This is your inner wisdom saying, I cannot keep living in uncertainty and calling it love. The body was not made to live in constant emotional guessing. The heart was not made to survive on confusion. The soul was not made to beg for basic care. There is a love that feels like coming home to yourself, and there is a love that feels like leaving yourself again and again. One brings peace, even when life is not perfect. The other brings fear, even when there are beautiful moments. One makes you feel more like yourself. The other makes you edit yourself until you no longer know what is true. One gives space for honesty. The other makes you afraid to speak. One chooses you with action. The other keeps you attached with possibility. Possibility is not the same as love. Potential is not the same as presence. A future they talk about but never build is not the same as devotion. Sweet words without steady action can soothe the heart for a while, but they cannot give it a home. You deserve more than a promise that keeps floating ahead of you. You deserve more than a maybe. You deserve more than being loved in someone's imagination, but not in their choices. And I know this may touch a tender place, because part of you may still be holding on to the beginning. You may remember how it felt when they first made you feel special. You may remember the attention, the closeness, the feeling that maybe this was finally the love you had been waiting for. It is painful when the beginning becomes the reason you tolerate the present. It is painful when a memory becomes the chain that keeps you tied to what no longer feeds your heart. But you are allowed to honor what was good and still tell the truth about what is hurting now. You do not have to turn the whole connection into a mistake to release it. You do not have to hate them to choose peace. You do not have to deny the love you felt. You only have to stop using the good moments as permission to keep accepting pain. Something can have been meaningful and still not be healthy for you now. Someone can have touched your heart and still not be able to hold it. A connection can teach you something sacred and still not be your forever home. Half love also hurts because it creates a quiet addiction to being chosen in small doses. When love is not steady, every small act of attention feels powerful. A message feels like relief. A kind word feels like hope. A moment of closeness feels like proof. But peace should not come only when someone decides to give you a little warmth. Peace should live inside you. Love should not feel like a reward you receive after suffering enough. Love should not make you wait in fear and then call the relief romance. You deserve a love that does not make you nervous to be honest. You deserve a love that does not require you to guess whether you are wanted. You deserve a love that does not make you feel foolish for caring. You deserve a love that shows up in simple ways, with respect, with presence, with clarity, with kindness. It may not be perfect. No human love is perfect. But it will not make you feel like you are begging for emotional shelter in a place that should already be warm. Let your heart hear this. If someone only chooses you when it is easy, they are not choosing you fully. If someone only loves you when you are quiet, convenient, and asking for nothing, they are not loving the whole of you. If someone only comes close when they fear losing you, but pulls away when you need steady care, that is not the kind of love that heals. That is a cycle. And you were not born to live inside a cycle that keeps breaking your heart and calling it destiny. You were born worthy of whole love. Whole love does not mean perfect love. It means honest love. It means love that does not hide from responsibility. It means love that cares about how its actions affect your heart. It means love that wants to understand, not only defend. It means love that does not leave you carrying the emotional weight alone. It means love that meets you with both tenderness and truth. And if you have been living in half love, you may need time to believe whole love is possible. That is okay. When the heart has been trained to expect little, full love can feel unfamiliar. Peace can feel strange when chaos has become normal. Steady care can feel almost unreal when you are used to chasing. But unfamiliar does not mean impossible. It means you are learning a new way. You are learning to receive without begging. You are learning to trust without fear. You are learning to let love be something that meets you, not something you must drag toward you. Say gently within yourself, I release the pain of half love. I no longer confuse anxiety with devotion. I no longer call crumbs enough. I am worthy of steady love, honest love, and full love. Let those words settle. They are not words of anger. They are words of return. They are you coming back to your own heart. They are you telling the part of you that waited, I will not leave you here anymore. They are you gathering your energy from places that kept taking without giving. They are you remembering that your love is precious. It should not be poured endlessly into a cup with no bottom. And if tears come, let them be gentle. Tears are often the heart's way of telling the truth after being quiet for too long. Maybe you are not only sad because someone did not choose you. Maybe you are sad because you spent so much time not choosing yourself. Maybe you are sad because you can finally see how much you endured. Maybe you are sad because you are beginning to understand that you deserved more all along. This sadness is not here to destroy you. It is here to cleanse the place where you kept blaming yourself. It is here to soften the tightness around your heart. It is here to help you release the belief that being loved halfway is better than not being loved at all. Because being alone with self-respect is softer than being attached to someone who makes you feel unwanted. Being single with peace is kinder than being in a connection where your soul is always reaching, always waiting, always hurting. There is a love within you that has been waiting for you to come home. It does not punish you for the times you forgot your worth. It does not shame you for the times you begged. It does not call you foolish for staying too long. It simply opens its arms and says, come back. Come back to your body. Come back to your peace. Come back to your own life. Come back to the truth that you were never meant to beg. Begging for love hurts the soul because every time you ask someone to choose you while they keep refusing to show up fully, a quiet message enters your heart. The message says, maybe I am not enough. Maybe I must work harder to be loved. Maybe I must earn what others receive naturally. Maybe love is something I have to chase. And if this message is repeated for long enough, the heart begins to believe it. Not because it is true, but because pain repeated often can start to sound like truth. This is why begging is so painful. It is not only about the other person. It is about what the begging teaches you to believe about yourself. It teaches the mind to look outward for worth. It teaches the body to live in fear. It teaches the heart to accept uncertainty as normal. It teaches the soul to forget its own light. And once the soul forgets its light, it begins to reach for any small reflection of love, even if that reflection is broken, even if it is unclear, even if it disappears when you need it most. You may think you are begging for their attention, but underneath that, you are often begging to feel worthy. You may think you are begging for a message, a call, a clear answer, or a promise. But deeper than that, you are asking, am I lovable? Am I important? Am I enough for someone to stay? Will someone finally see me and not leave me feeling small? These are sacred questions. But when you ask them to someone who cannot answer with love, their silence becomes a wound. Their distance becomes proof, even though it was never proof of your worth. It was only proof of their capacity. Someone's inability to love you fully is not evidence that you are hard to love. It is evidence that they are limited in how they can love. That may be painful, but it is not your identity. Their confusion is not your value. Their distance is not your destiny. Their half-effort is not the measure of your beauty. Their inability to choose you does not mean you are not worth choosing. It only means you were standing before a door that was not opening in the way your heart needed. The soul suffers when it keeps knocking on a door that only opens halfway. At first, hope keeps you there. Then fear keeps you there. Then habit keeps you there. And soon, you may not even know what you are waiting for anymore. You only know that leaving feels scary and staying feels painful. That is the place where the soul begins to feel tired. Not because it is weak, but because it was made for truth, and it has been living inside confusion. Your soul knows the difference between love and attachment. Attachment says, I need them to choose me so I can feel okay. Love says, I choose what honors my heart, even if it means letting go. Attachment says, I will lose myself to keep this connection. Love says, I cannot abandon myself and call it devotion. Attachment says, I must make them see my worth. Love says, my worth exists even if they never see it. The soul becomes heavy when attachment is called love for too long. And this is why you must be gentle but honest with yourself. Ask your heart, am I loving or am I begging? Am I choosing or am I waiting to be chosen? Am I at peace or am I living for small signs? Am I being met or am I making excuses for being left alone emotionally? These questions are not here to shame you. They are here to wake you. They are here to bring you back into your own power. Your power does not come from convincing someone to love you. Your power comes from remembering you do not need to convince the right love. You do not need to beg what is truly aligned with you. You do not need to chase what recognizes your value. You do not need to shrink for what is meant to meet you. What is healthy for your soul will not require you to live in constant fear of losing it. What is truly loving will not make you feel like you must abandon your own heart to keep the connection alive. Begging for love hurts the soul because it turns your attention away from your own inner life. Instead of asking, "How do I feel?" you begin asking, "How do they feel about me?" Instead of asking, "What do I need?" you ask, "What can I do to make them stay?" Instead of asking, "Is this good for my heart?" you ask, "How can I be good enough for them?" Slowly, your life begins to orbit around someone else's uncertainty. Your dreams become quiet. Your joy becomes delayed. Your energy becomes tied to their choices. And the sacred center of your life moves away from you. But your life must return to you. Your heart must return to you. Your attention must return to you. You are not here to spend your whole life trying to be enough for someone who cannot recognize enough when it is standing right in front of them. You are not here to keep proving your softness to someone who keeps mishandling it. You are not here to keep explaining your worth to someone who only listens when they fear losing access to your love. There is a deep spiritual lesson here. The love you are begging for from another person is often the love your own soul is begging to receive from you. When you chase someone who keeps pulling away, your inner self may be whispering, "Please stop leaving me. Please stop choosing their silence over my peace. Please stop asking them to give us the safety we can begin creating within. Please come home." Self-love is not a pretty idea. It is a rescue. It is the moment you stop standing outside another person's heart and return to your own. It is the moment you stop asking, "Why won't they choose me?" and begin asking, "Why have I not been choosing myself?" It is the moment you stop treating your worth like a question waiting for someone else's answer. Your worth is not a question. It is a truth. You are worthy when they text back, and you are worthy when they do not. You are worthy when someone sees your value, and you are worthy when someone is blind to it. You are worthy when you are loved well, and you are worthy when someone fails to love you well. You are worthy in connection, and you are worthy in solitude. Nothing outside you creates your worth. Love can honor your worth, but it does not manufacture it. Attention can reflect your worth, but it does not reduce it. Being chosen can feel beautiful, but it does not make you valuable. You were valuable before anyone arrived. The healing begins when you stop making someone's response the mirror of your identity. If they are distant, you do not become less. If they are unsure, you do not become unlovable. If they cannot commit, you do not become difficult to choose. If they walk away, you do not become abandoned by life. You remain whole. You may feel pain, yes. You may grieve, yes. You may need time, yes. But you do not lose your worth because someone failed to honor it. Say softly, I am not less because someone could not love me fully. I am not hard to choose. I am not too much. I am not unworthy. I return to the truth of who I am. Let the words move slowly through the places in you that still feel rejected. Rejection can feel like a verdict, but it is often redirection. It can feel like proof that you were not enough, but sometimes it is life protecting you from a place where your heart would have kept shrinking. A closed door may ache, but it may also be mercy. A person leaving may hurt, but it may also create the space where you finally stop begging and start healing. The soul does not want revenge. The soul wants freedom. It does not need you to hate the person who hurt you. It only needs you to stop turning their behavior into your identity. It needs you to stop saying, they did not choose me, so I must not be worth choosing. No, say instead, they did not choose me fully, so I now choose myself fully. They could not meet me in love, so I meet myself with compassion. They could not give me peace, so I stop handing them the power to take it. There is a quiet dignity that returns when you stop begging. At first, it may feel like emptiness because you are used to reaching outward. But soon, that emptiness becomes space. Space to breathe. Space to remember your own voice. Space to feel your own needs without apology. Space to notice what you enjoy, what you want, what you dream of, what your body has been trying to tell you. Space to become whole again. And in that space, you begin to see something clearly. Begging never made love stronger. It only made you weaker in your own eyes. Chasing never created devotion. It only created exhaustion. Overgiving never made someone value you more. It often taught them they could receive your love without offering care in return. This does not mean you were wrong to love. It means your love needs boundaries. Your love needs a home inside you before it becomes an offering to someone else. A heart without boundaries will confuse sacrifice with love. It will keep giving even when it is empty. It will keep forgiving without repair. It will keep hoping without evidence. It will keep staying because leaving feels like failure. But boundaries are not walls against love. They are doors that protect love from being misused. A boundary says, my heart is open, but it is not available for harm. My love is deep, but it is not endless for those who refuse to honor it. My softness is real, but it will not be used as a place for someone else's confusion to rest. You can be loving and still say no. You can be spiritual and still walk away. You can be kind and still stop answering what keeps pulling you back into pain. You can forgive someone and still not return to the same cycle. Forgiveness does not mean giving someone unlimited access to your heart. Forgiveness means freeing yourself from the poison of resentment while still choosing what is healthy. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do is step back and let life teach both hearts what they need to learn. Do not confuse your ability to endure pain with proof that the love is strong. Sometimes you endure because you are afraid. Sometimes you endure because you have forgotten that peace is available. Sometimes you endure because old wounds taught you that love must be earned through suffering. But love is not supposed to be a test of how much pain you can survive. Love is supposed to be a place where your soul can unfold, breathe, and feel safe to be seen. If you have been begging, do not hate yourself. That only continues the wound. Instead, place kindness where shame has been. Say, I was searching for love in the only way I knew. I was trying to be chosen because I did not yet understand that I could choose myself. I forgive myself for forgetting my worth. I forgive myself for staying where I felt small. I forgive myself for calling pain love. I am learning now. I am coming home now. This forgiveness matters because the soul cannot heal while you keep attacking yourself for how you survived. You did what you knew. Now you know more. You loved with the tools you had. Now you are learning new tools. You waited because hope was strong. Now wisdom is growing stronger. This is not a reason for shame. This is growth. This is awakening. This is the moment where love stops being something you beg for and becomes something you embody. Your new path begins with a simple inner promise. I will not use another person's inability to love me as a reason to stop loving myself. I will not let their confusion become my self-doubt. I will not let their absence become my emptiness. I will not let their half-love define what I believe I deserve. I will choose myself in the places where I once begged to be chosen. Feel the strength in that. It is not harsh. It is not loud. It is steady. It is the strength of a soul remembering its own name. It is the strength of someone who has cried enough, waited enough, explained enough, and is finally ready to return to peace. You do not need to know every next step. You only need to know the direction. Back to yourself. Back to dignity. Back to love that begins within. Back to the truth that you deserve to be chosen fully. And when the old urge rises, when you want to reach out, explain again, ask again, prove again, take that feeling gently in your hands. Do nay, but shame it. That urge is often fear asking for comfort. Tell it, I know you are scared. I know you want love. But we will not beg today. We will not abandon ourselves today. We will give ourselves the care we were trying to get from someone else. Then give yourself that care. Speak softly to yourself. Let your body relax. Put your hand over your heart and remind it that it is not alone. Say, I am here. I will not leave you. I choose you. I love you enough to stop begging. This is where the healing deepens, not when they finally change, not when they finally return, not when they finally understand. The healing begins when you stop waiting for someone else's change to become the source of your peace. The healing begins when your own love becomes stronger than your fear of losing them. The healing begins when you realize that being chosen by someone else is beautiful, but choosing yourself is necessary. You deserve to be chosen fully, not because you are perfect, not because you never feel afraid, not because you always know what to do. You deserve to be chosen fully because your heart is real, your love is real, your presence is real, your soul is sacred. You are not something to be handled halfway. You are not someone to be kept in confusion. You are not a backup plan. You are not a hidden option. You are not a place someone returns to only when they feel lonely. You are a whole person with a whole heart, and you deserve a whole love. Let this truth become your new foundation. I stop begging for love. I stop chasing what makes me feel unwanted. I stop proving what is already true. I am worthy. I am lovable. I am enough. I deserve to be chosen fully, and I choose myself now. Love is not meant to feel like fear. Let this truth move through you slowly, because it may be different from what your heart has learned. Love is not supposed to make your body tighten. Love is not supposed to make your mind run in circles. Love is not supposed to make you feel like one wrong word, one honest feeling, or one simple need could make everything fall apart. Love is not supposed to feel like standing on the edge of a cliff, waiting to see if someone will stay or leave. Real love may not always be perfect, but it does not make your soul feel unsafe. It does not make you question your value every day. It does not make you beg for warmth. It does not make you afraid to speak your truth. It does not punish you with silence when you ask for care. It does not make you feel like you must hide the softest parts of yourself just to keep someone close. If love has started to feel like fear, then your soul is asking you to listen. Not with anger, not with blame, not with panic. Just listen. Your body may already know what your mind has been trying not to see. Your heart may already feel what your hope has been trying to explain away. Sometimes the body tells the truth first. A tight chest, a heavy stomach, a nervous feeling when their name appears, a deep sadness after every small distance, a sudden fear that you are about to be left again. These feelings are not weakness. They are messages. They are your inner self saying, I need safety. I need peace. I need to stop living in emotional danger and calling it love. When your heart is always waiting for the next change in someone's mood, you cannot rest. When you are always wondering if they still care, you cannot feel secure. When you are always afraid to ask for more, you start to become less of yourself. And dear one, You were never meant to become less of yourself for love. Love should not ask you to live in a state of worry. Love should not make your peace depend on someone else's attention. Love should not make you feel as if your whole day can rise or fall because someone chose to reply warmly or coldly. That is not the kind of love that heals. That is a kind of emotional guessing, and your heart is too precious to live inside guessing forever. You may have been told that love is supposed to be hard. You may have learned that if you suffer enough, wait enough, forgive enough, and prove enough, then maybe love will finally stay. But love and suffering are not the same thing. A relationship can face hard times, yes. People can grow, yes. Hearts can learn, yes. But love should not require you to keep breaking your own heart just to keep another person comfortable. There is a difference between working through difficulty and living in constant emotional fear. Working through difficulty means both hearts are present. Both people care. Both people try. Both people listen. Both people take responsibility. But fear-based love is different. In fear-based love, one heart gives and the other takes. One heart waits and the other decides. One heart explains and the other avoids. One heart keeps hoping and the other keeps offering confusion. If you are always the one reaching, always the one repairing, always the one forgiving without real change, then your heart becomes tired. Not because you are not strong, but because love was never meant to be carried by one person alone. A true connection is not one person dragging the whole thing forward while the other person only appears when it is easy. A true connection has shared care. It has shared respect. It has shared effort. You are not asking for too much when you ask for peace. You are not asking for too much when you ask for clarity. You are not asking for too much when you ask to be treated with kindness. You are not asking for too much when you ask someone to show through their actions that your heart matters. These are simple things. These are human things. These are the basic ways love becomes safe. If someone has made you feel guilty for needing these things, let that guilt begin to soften now. Your needs are not the enemy of love. Your needs are part of your humanity. The right love will not shame you for needing care. The right love will not call you dramatic because your heart wants honesty. The right love will not make you feel like a burden because you ask where you stand. You may have spent a long time trying to be easy to love. You may have told yourself, I will not ask too much. I will not complain. I will not show how hurt I am. I will not be too emotional. I will not need too much. I will not say what I really feel because maybe they will pull away. And little by little, you may have placed your true self in the background. You may have become quiet where you needed to speak. You may have smiled where you wanted to cry. You may have accepted distance where your heart needed closeness. But love that requires you to hide your truth is not peaceful love. Love that only works when you are silent is not full love. Love that stays only when you stop needing anything is not safe love. You are allowed to have a voice. You are allowed to have feelings. You are allowed to say, "This hurts me." You are allowed to say, "I need more clarity." You are allowed to say, "I cannot keep living in confusion." The fear of losing someone can make you lose yourself first. That is the hidden pain. You think you are holding on to love, but sometimes you are letting go of your own peace, your own worth, your own needs, your own truth. You keep them, but you lose you, and no love is worth the loss of your own soul. The love that is meant for you will not demand that kind of price. It will not require you to abandon your inner child, silence your heart, ignore your body, and betray your own truth. The love that is meant for you will not make you afraid to be human. It will not ask you to pretend you have no needs. It will not make you feel wrong for wanting to be chosen fully. Let yourself imagine a love that feels calm, not boring, not empty, calm. A love where your nervous system can rest. A love where you do not need to guess every day. A love where words and actions are close together. A love where you are not punished for honesty. A love where affection is not used as a reward and distance is not used as control. A love where you feel seen, heard, respected, and safe. This kind of love exists first as a belief inside you. Before you can receive it from another, you must stop accepting the belief that fear is normal. You must stop telling yourself that anxiety is passion. You must stop calling confusion a deep connection. You must stop mistaking emotional pain for proof that the love is powerful. Sometimes pain is not proof of depth. Sometimes pain is proof that your heart is not being held well. Say softly to yourself now, "Love is not meant to feel like fear. I allow love to feel safe. I allow love to feel clear. I allow love to feel kind." Let those words touch the places that have been waiting for permission to want something better. You are allowed to want love that feels safe. You are allowed to want love that does not leave you guessing. You are allowed to want someone who meets you with warmth, not only when they are afraid of losing you, but because they value you. You are allowed to want consistency. You are allowed to want devotion. You are allowed to want the kind of love that does not make you beg for basic care. And if a part of you feels scared to believe this, be gentle with that part. It may have learned that love always comes with fear. It may have learned that closeness is never steady. It may have learned that being chosen means being tested, waiting, proving, and hurting. But those old lessons can be unlearned. You can teach your heart a new way. You can teach your body that peace is possible. You can teach your soul that love can be soft, honest, and safe. You do this by no longer accepting fear as your home. You do this by telling the truth about what hurts. You do this by noticing when your body tightens and asking, "What is this feeling trying to show me?" You do this by choosing your peace over the need to be picked by someone who keeps making you feel uncertain. You do this by honoring your heart even when your attachment wants to pull you back into the same old cycle. Love should not make you feel like you are always being measured. Love should not make you feel like one mistake could erase your worth. Love should not make you compete for the attention you were promised. Love should not make you feel invisible until the other person needs comfort. Love should not make you afraid to be fully known. The love your soul deserves will not be frightened by your depth. It will not be pushed away by your tenderness. It will not run from your honesty. It will not use your patience as a place to hide from growth. It will not leave you starving and then call you too hungry. It will meet you with respect. It will meet you with care. It will meet you with the kind of presence that allows your heart to unclench. You may not have received that kind of love yet, but that does not mean you are not worthy of it. It only means your heart is learning to stop settling for what looks like love but feels like fear. It means your soul is waking up. It means the part of you that once accepted confusion is beginning to remember peace. It means you are ready to stop mistaking emotional survival for devotion. When love feels like fear, the answer is not to become harder. The answer is to become more honest with yourself. You do not have to close your heart. You do not have to become bitter. You do not have to say love is not real. You only have to say, I will no longer call fear love. I will no longer call confusion chemistry. I will no longer call emotional absence a connection. I will no longer betray my body when it tells me something is not safe. There is deep power in that truth. It brings you back to yourself. It reminds you that your peace matters. It reminds you that love is not supposed to cost your self-respect. It reminds you that your heart is not weak because it wants safety. It reminds you that the right love will not make you beg for the very things that make love feel like love. So breathe into this new belief. Love can feel safe. Love can feel gentle. Love can be clear. Love can choose you without making you chase. Love can stay warm without making you perform. Love can honor your heart without making you prove why it should. And until that love arrives from another, let it begin with you. Let your own voice become safe. Let your own choices become kind. Let your own presence become steady. Let your own heart know, I will not keep placing you where you feel afraid. I will not keep asking you to survive what love should never have done to you. I will protect your softness now. I will listen now. I will choose peace now. Before anyone else chooses you, you must come back to yourself. Not because another person's love does not matter. It does matter. Human love is beautiful. Being held, seen, respected, and chosen is a sacred thing. But when you leave yourself to be chosen by someone else, even their love cannot make you feel whole for long. If you are not at home within yourself, you will keep asking another person to become your home, and that becomes too heavy for your heart. Coming back to yourself means you stop making someone else the center of your worth. It means you stop waiting for another person's attention to decide whether you are enough today. It means you stop asking their silence to define your value. It means you stop handing your peace to someone who has not learned how to hold it with care. This is not selfish. This is healing. Self-love is not turning away from others. It is returning to the place inside you where love must begin. When you love yourself, you do not become cold. You become clear. You do not stop caring. You stop abandoning yourself. You do not stop loving others. You stop using their love as the only proof that you matter. So many people are afraid that if they choose themselves, they will lose the person they love. But dear heart, if choosing yourself makes someone leave, then they were attached to your self-abandonment, not your wholeness. If your boundaries make someone angry, they may have benefited from you not having any. If your peace makes someone uncomfortable, they may have been used to your fear keeping you close. The love that is right for your soul will not require you to disappear. Come back to yourself gently. Do not rush. Do not punish yourself for the ways you left. Just begin to notice. Notice where your energy has been going. Notice how much of your mind has been living in someone else's choices. Notice how much of your heart has been waiting outside of your own life. Notice how often you ask, "What do they want?" and how rarely you ask, "What do I need?" Your needs matter. Your feelings matter. Your peace matters. Your body matters. Your joy matters. Your future matters. Your soul matters. You are not here only to love someone else. You are here to love the life that has been given to you. You are here to care for the heart inside your own chest. You are here to become whole, not to spend your life begging someone to complete you. When you come back to yourself, you may feel grief. This is natural. You may begin to see how long you waited. You may see how much you accepted. You may remember moments when your heart was asking for care and you told it to be quiet. You may remember nights when you needed comfort, but chose to protect someone else's comfort instead. You may see how many times you chose the connection over your own peace. Let this seeing be soft. Do not use it as another reason to hurt yourself. The goal is not to say, "I should have known better." The goal is to say, "Now I know. Now I understand. Now I can choose differently." That is healing. Not shame, but awareness. Not blame, but return. Say to yourself, "I forgive myself for leaving myself. I forgive myself for begging. I forgive myself for accepting less than I deserved. I am learning to choose myself with love." Let those words be warm. Let them meet the part of you that feels embarrassed, tired, or sad. You did not beg because you were weak. You begged because you were longing. You begged because you wanted to be loved. You begged because some old wound believed that being chosen by someone else would finally make you safe. Now you are learning that safety can begin within you. Now you are learning that love can begin with the way you speak to yourself, the way you protect your peace, the way you stop offering your heart to people who keep making it bleed. Coming back to yourself may begin in very simple ways. You stop checking your phone as if your worth is hiding inside it. You stop reading old messages to feel close to someone who is not present now. You stop building your whole day around whether they give you attention. You stop delaying your own life while waiting for them to become ready. You begin to eat with care. You begin to rest with kindness. You begin to speak to yourself as someone worthy of tenderness. You begin to remember what you enjoy, what you believe, what you dream, what makes you feel alive. The self you return to may feel quiet at first. After so much time spent reaching outward, your inner world may feel unfamiliar. You may not know what you need right away. You may not know what brings you joy. You may not know who you are without waiting for someone else. That is okay. Come slowly. Sit with yourself like you would sit with a dear friend who has been through pain. Do not demand answers. Offer presence. Offer patience. Offer love. Ask your heart simple questions. What hurts? What feels heavy? What do I need today? What truth have I been avoiding? What would feel kind right now? These questions are doors. They open you back into your own life. They remind you that you are not only someone who loves another, you are someone who deserves your own attention. You are someone whose inner world is worth listening to. For a long time, you may have tried to become chosen by becoming whatever someone else wanted. You may have changed your tone. You may have hidden your needs. You may have laughed when you wanted to cry. You may have accepted less because you were afraid that asking for more would push them away. But the love that requires you to abandon your truth is not the love that can hold your real self. Your real self is worthy of love, not the edited version, not the quiet version, not the version that never asks for anything, not the version that always understands and never needs understanding. Your real self, the one with feelings, the one with hopes, the one with wounds, the one with dreams, the one who wants to feel safe, the one who wants to be chosen without confusion. That self deserves love. Come back to that self. Place your loyalty there. This does not mean you stop caring for others. It means you stop betraying yourself to keep others comfortable. It means you become your own safe place. It means you stop treating your heart as something that must wait outside until someone else decides it is good enough to enter. There is a quiet power in choosing yourself. It does not need to announce itself. It does not need to prove anything. It simply begins to change your energy. You walk differently. You speak differently. You wait less. You over-explain less. You accept less confusion. You start to notice when something does not feel peaceful. You start to trust your body again. You start to believe that your heart is not too much. You start to understand that if someone cannot meet you in love, You do not need to keep lowering yourself until they can reach you. When you choose yourself, you stop chasing love from fear. You stop saying yes when your soul feels no. You stop making excuses for repeated pain. You stop mistaking longing for destiny. You stop giving unlimited chances to someone who has not shown real care. You stop waiting for another person to decide your future. You return to the present moment where your power lives. Your power is here, not in their reply, not in their apology, not in their return, not in their change. Your power is here in the way you choose to treat yourself now. You may not control what they do. You may not control whether they see your worth. You may not control whether they come back with the love you hoped for. But you can control whether you keep abandoning yourself while waiting. You can choose to speak gently to yourself today. You can choose to stop chasing today. You can choose to rest today. You can choose to write down what you truly feel today. You can choose to stop pretending you are okay when you are not. You can choose to honor your own heart today. These are not small things. These are the beginning of a new life. Say softly, I choose myself with love. I no longer leave myself to be chosen by someone else. I return to my heart. I return to my peace. I return to my own life. Let this become your inner practice. Each time the old pull comes back, return to these words. When you want to beg, return. When you want to over-explain, return. When you want to chase someone who has already shown you distance, return. When you feel the ache of wanting to be chosen, place your hand on your heart and choose yourself in that exact moment. Choosing yourself does not mean the pain disappears immediately. It means you stop adding more pain by abandoning yourself. It means you stop pouring more of your soul into a place that keeps leaving you empty. It means you begin to give your own heart the love you were begging to receive. And slowly, something inside you will calm. Slowly, your nervous system will learn that it does not need to chase. Slowly, your heart will learn that love does not have to be earned through fear. You may feel lonely at first. This is honest. When you stop chasing someone, there may be a space where the old pattern used to live. Do not rush to fill that space with another person, another distraction, another hope that repeats the same wound. Let the space become sacred. Let it teach you. Let it breathe. Let it show you who you are when you are not begging. Let it show you the parts of yourself you forgot while trying to be chosen. In that space, you may rediscover your own voice. You may remember your strength. You may find that peace feels different from excitement, but deeper. You may find that quiet does not mean empty. You may find that being alone with self-respect is not the same as being lonely. You may find that your own love is not a replacement for romantic love, but the foundation that makes healthy romantic love possible. Because when you love yourself, you choose differently. You no longer choose from desperation. You no longer choose from the wound that says, "Please make me feel enough." You choose from the truth that says, "I am enough already, so I will only welcome what honors me." This changes everything. It changes who you let close. It changes what you accept. It changes what you call love. It changes how long you stay where peace is missing. Self-love is the place where your standards become clear. Not standards built from pride, but standards built from healing. You begin to say, "I need honesty. I need respect. I need steadiness. I need emotional safety. I need love that does not make me beg." And you no longer feel guilty for needing these things. You understand that the heart cannot bloom in confusion. You understand that your softness needs safety. You understand that your love is a gift, and gifts should not be forced into unwilling hands. Come back to yourself first, before the message, before the answer, before the apology, before the return, before the future you keep imagining. Come back to your own breath, your own body, your own truth. Ask yourself, what would love for myself choose right now? Not fear, not attachment, not loneliness. Love. What would love choose? Sometimes love will choose silence. Sometimes love will choose a boundary. Sometimes love, it will choose rest. Sometimes love will choose to stop explaining. Sometimes love will choose to walk away. Sometimes love will choose to forgive without returning. Sometimes love will choose to let the other person be exactly where they are while you move toward peace. This is the beginning of real freedom. When you no longer need someone else to become different before you can be okay. When you no longer wait for them to change so you can feel worthy. When you no longer place your healing in their hands. You take your heart back, not with anger, but with love. You say, "This belongs with me now. I will care for it. I will protect it. I will listen to it. I will not keep offering it to places that cannot hold it." And from that place, love becomes different. You do not chase. You attract. You do not beg. You receive. You do not cling to confusion. You welcome clarity. You do not shrink. You stand softly in your worth. You do not become hard. You become whole. Releasing someone does not mean you never loved them. It does not mean the connection meant nothing. It does not mean your heart was wrong for caring. Sometimes release is not the end of love. Sometimes release is the first honest act of love toward yourself. It is the moment you stop asking your soul to survive on pieces when it was made for wholeness. You may have been holding on to someone who gives you only parts of themselves. A little warmth, a little time, a little truth, a little effort, a little affection when it suits them, a little closeness when they feel lonely, a little hope when they sense you pulling away. But little by little, those pieces have not fed you. They have kept you hungry. They have kept you waiting. They have kept your heart open to someone who never fully stepped in. And because the pieces were sometimes beautiful, you may have told yourself they were enough. You may have said, "At least they care a little. At least they come back sometimes. At least there are moments when it feels real." But dear one, your heart was not created to live on little pieces of love. Your heart was created for fullness, honesty, warmth, and peace. You deserve more than the small parts someone gives when it is easy for them. It is painful to release someone you still care about. Let that be true. You do not have to pretend it is easy. You do not have to act like you feel nothing. You do not have to make yourself cold to let go. In fact, true release often happens with a warm heart and clear eyes. It says, "I love you, but I cannot keep losing myself here. I care about you, but I must care about myself too. I honor what I felt, but I will no longer call this enough." Release is not anger. Release is honesty. Release is not punishment. Release is protection. Release is not saying you are bad. It is saying this is not good for my soul anymore. Release is not closing the door on love. It is opening the door to peace. You may be afraid that if you release them, you will lose the best love you ever had. But ask yourself gently, was it truly the best love, or was it the strongest attachment? Did it bring you peace, or did it bring you longing? Did it help you become more yourself, or did it make you shrink? Did it choose you fully, or did it keep you waiting for more? Sometimes the heart calls something love because it feels intense, but intensity is not always love. Sometimes intensity is the body trying to survive uncertainty. The love that is meant to stay will not need you to beg for pieces. The love that is meant to stay will not make you feel like you are always reaching into emptiness. The love that is meant to stay will not give you just enough to keep you attached and too little to make you feel secure. The love that is meant to stay will meet you with presence. It will not leave your heart starving while calling you impatient for wanting to be fed. If someone only gives you pieces, you may find yourself becoming grateful for things that should be natural. You become grateful when they are kind for a moment, grateful when they make time, grateful when they answer, grateful when they explain, grateful when they act like they care. But love should not make basic care feel like a rare gift. Love should not make you feel lucky to receive respect. Love should not make you feel surprised by consistency. You deserve a love where kindness is not rare. You deserve a love where attention is not a prize. You deserve a love where care is not something you must earn through patience and pain. Release the need to make someone ready. This is important. You cannot love someone into readiness if they are committed to staying unavailable. You cannot give enough to make someone whole if they are not willing to heal. You cannot become perfect enough to make someone choose you if they are comfortable choosing only parts of you. Their readiness belongs to them. Their healing belongs to them. Their choices belong to them. Your peace belongs to you. You may have spent so much energy trying to understand them. Why do they pull away? Why do they come close and then disappear? Why do they say one thing and do another? Why do they make promises and then avoid the work? It is natural to want answers, but sometimes the deepest answer is simple. Whatever the reason, the result is pain. Whatever the reason, your heart is not being held. Whatever the reason, you are living on pieces, and you do not need to solve someone's entire inner world before you are allowed to choose peace. Letting go does not require you to understand everything. It only requires you to honor what you know. You know how you feel after the same pattern repeats. You know the heaviness in your body. You know the sadness that comes after hoping again. You know the tiredness of explaining your heart to someone who listens for a moment and then returns to the same distance. You know, and that knowing is enough. Say softly, I release what only gives me pieces. I open to love that can me, et me fully. I do not force what is not ready. I choose peace over waiting. Let these words be gentle. You are not forcing yourself to stop loving. You are allowing yourself to stop suffering. Love may still be there for a while. Memories may still come. The heart may still miss what felt good. That is natural. Release is not an instant forgetting. Release is a loving practice of choosing yourself again when the old longing returns. When you miss them, do not use that feeling as proof that you must return. Missing someone does not always mean they are meant for you. Missing someone can simply mean your heart is grieving. It can mean a habit is breaking. It can mean your body is adjusting to life without the old cycle. It can mean the part of you that was attached is learning to feel safe without chasing. Be patient with that process. Do not shame yourself for missing someone who hurt you. The heart is complex. It can miss what harmed it because it also remembers what felt beautiful. But beauty in moments is not the same as safety in love. A few beautiful moments cannot make up for a pattern that keeps wounding you. A few soft words cannot carry the weight of repeated emotional absence. A few promises cannot replace real change. You are allowed to love the good memories and still release the pattern. You're allowed to say, that was beautiful, but this is not enough. You are allowed to bless the lesson and choose a new path. Release the fantasy of who they could become if they finally changed. This may be one of the hardest parts. Often you are not attached only to who they are now. You are attached to who you believe they could be. You see their softness. You see their potential. You see the love they might give if fear did not control them. You see the future that could happen if they finally open. But dear heart, potential cannot hold you at night. Potential cannot give you consistency. Potential cannot replace presence. You cannot build a safe home inside someone's possibility. You deserve to be loved in reality, not only in imagination. You deserve to be chosen now, not only in a future that keeps moving away. You deserve love shown in action, not only love promised in words. You deserve someone who is present enough to meet you, not someone you must keep waiting for while they decide whether your heart is worth the effort. This does not mean the other person is bad. Sometimes people can only give what they have. Sometimes they are wounded. Sometimes they are afraid. Sometimes they do not know how to love without control, distance, or confusion. You can have compassion for that. But compassion does not mean self-abandonment. Understanding why someone can only give you pieces does not mean you must keep accepting pieces. You can wish them healing from a distance. You can hope they find peace. You can release them with love and still protect your own heart. There is a tender strength in saying, I will not keep asking for fullness from someone who only offers fragments. I will not keep calling pieces enough. I will not keep shrinking my needs to match what they are willing to give. I will not keep living in the space between their words and their actions. I am ready for love that is whole. As you release, you may feel fear. Fear of being alone. Fear of making a mistake. Fear that no one else will come. Fear that maybe this was your only chance. Let these fears be heard, but do not let them lead. Fear often speaks from old wounds, not from truth. Fear says, hold on to anything so you are not alone. Truth says, you are safer in your own peace than in someone else's confusion. Fear says, what if no one chooses you? Truth says, you are choosing yourself now, and that changes everything. Being alone for a season is not the same as being unloved. Space is not punishment. Silence is not emptiness. Sometimes space is where your soul comes back to life. Sometimes silence is where you hear your own voice again. Sometimes being away from what hurt you is the first time your nervous system begins to relax. Do not fear the space that opens when you stop chasing. That space may become the very place where your healing begins. Release does not have to happen with a dramatic goodbye. Sometimes release is private. It happens inside you. It happens when you stop checking. It happens when you stop waiting for proof. It happens when you stop making excuses. It happens when you stop rewriting the truth to make the pain easier to accept. It happens when you say, I know what I know. My heart deserves peace. You may still be kind. You may still be loving. You may still wish them well. But you no longer offer your whole heart in exchange for half effort. You no longer wait at the edge of their life hoping to be invited in. You no longer turn their small acts into big signs. You no longer ignore the pattern because of the promise. You no longer beg. And each time you do not beg, your dignity returns. Each time you do not chase, your energy comes home. Each time you do not explain your worth again, your soul grows stronger. Each time you choose peace instead of the old pull, you teach your heart a new truth. I am safe with myself. I can love myself through longing. I can miss someone and still not return to what hurt me. I can feel pain and still choose freedom. There may be moments when you want to go back. In those moments, remember the full truth, not only the sweet parts. Remember how your body felt in the confusion. Remember the nights you waited. Remember the times you felt small. Remember the conversations that changed nothing. Remember the peace you are trying to build now. Do not use memory as a trap. Use memory as wisdom. Your heart may try to bargain. It may say, maybe this time will be different. Maybe if I say it another way. Maybe if I wait a little longer. Maybe if I love better. But dear one, love should not require you to keep convincing someone to stop hurting you. The right connect. Iron will not need endless begging to become kind. The right person will care that their actions affect you. The right love will not only hear your pain, it will respond with change. Release the one who only gives you pieces, not because you hate them, but because you love yourself. Release the cycle, not because you are weak, but because you are ready for peace. Release the fantasy, not because hope is bad, but because your hope deserves to be placed where there is truth. Release the waiting, not because you are impatient, but because your life is happening now. Your life is not on hold until someone chooses you. Your beauty is not on hold. Your healing is not on hold. Your future is not on hold. Your joy is not on hold. The love inside you is not on hold. You can begin again now. You can breathe again now. You can take your heart back now. Say softly, I bless what taught me. I release what hurt me. I forgive myself for staying too long. I open my heart to love that chooses me fully. Let these words become a doorway, not into bitterness, but into peace, not into fear, but into self-respect, not into loneliness, but into wholeness. You are not losing love by releasing half love. You are making room for love that can actually hold you. You are making room for a connection where you do not have to beg to be seen. You are making room for someone whose love does not arrive in pieces but with presence. And even before that person comes, you are making room for yourself. That is the first miracle. You are no longer standing outside someone else's heart, waiting. You are standing inside your own life, breathing. You are no longer asking, why won't they choose me? You are saying, I choose myself. I choose peace. I choose wholeness. I choose the love that does not make me disappear. This is release. It is not the end of your story. It is the moment your story returns to you. You deserve to be chosen without confusion. Let that truth rest inside you. You deserve love that does not leave you wondering where you stand. You deserve care that does not come and go like a storm. You deserve words that are supported by actions. You deserve someone who does not make your heart feel like it is always waiting outside a locked door, hoping to be invited in. You do not need to spend your life trying to read between the lines of someone's silence. You do not need to keep guessing whether they care. You do not need to study their moods, their distance, their delays, their small signs, as if your peace depends on understanding what they will not clearly say. Love that is healthy does not keep your soul trapped in mystery. It does not make you feel like you are always one step away from being forgotten. Clear love is not perfect love. It does not mean every day is easy. It does not mean there are never misunderstandings. It does not mean two people never need to talk, heal, grow, or forgive. But clear love has a steady feeling beneath it. There is honesty. There is respect. There is the feeling that both hearts are present, not one heart chasing and the other hiding. Clear love does not make you feel like you must beg for a place that should already be held with care. When someone chooses you fully, you feel it in more than their words. You feel it in their effort. You feel it in their honesty. You feel it in the way they make room for you in their life. You feel it in the way they care about how their actions affect your heart. You feel it in the way they do not make you feel foolish for needing love. You feel it because their love has shape. Their love has presence. Their love has truth. You deserve that kind of love. Not because you have done everything right. Not because you never made mistakes. Not because you are always calm, easy, or perfect. You deserve it because you are a whole human being with a real heart. You deserve it because love should not require you to beg for basic kindness. You deserve it because your soul was not created to survive on confusion and call it romance. If someone wants you but does not choose you, that is confusion. If someone misses you but does not show up, that is confusion. If someone says they care but keeps hurting you in the same way, that is confusion. If someone comes close only when you begin to pull away, that is confusion. If someone gives you affection but not respect, attention but not consistency, promises but not presence, that is confusion. And you are allowed to step out of confusion without needing to make the other person wrong. You can love someone and still admit that their love does not feel clear. You can care for someone and still admit that their presence does not feel steady. You can understand someone's pain and still admit that your heart needs more than their excuses. You can bless what you shared and still choose to stop living in a place where your soul cannot breathe. Sometimes the heart stays in confusion because it is afraid of the answer. It fears that if it stops guessing, it will have to see the truth. It fears that if it stops hoping, it will have to grieve. It fears that if it stops waiting, the dream will end. But dear heart, the truth does not destroy what is meant for you. The truth frees you from what was keeping you small. The truth may hurt at first, but it also opens the door to peace. You are allowed to want love that says, I am here, not only with words, but with action. You are allowed to want love that does not vanish when life becomes real. You are allowed to want love that can talk with honesty. You are allowed to want love that does not keep you hidden, unsure, or emotionally hungry. You are allowed to want a connection where both people are willing to show up, grow, listen, and care. The old version of you may have believed that wanting this was asking too much. The old version of you may have accepted confusion because it felt better than losing the connection. The old version of you may have said, maybe I should be more patient. Maybe I should be more understanding. Maybe I should not ask for clarity. Maybe I should be grateful for what I get. But the healed part of you knows that love should not make you betray your own needs. Being chosen fully does not mean being controlled. It does not mean someone owns you. It does not mean losing your freedom. It means being valued with honesty. It means being met with respect. It means being loved in a way that makes your heart feel safe enough to be itself. It means someone sees your presence as a gift, not a convenience. It means someone does not keep you waiting for emotional crumbs while receiving the fullness of your love. You deserve to be chosen in a way that does not make you compete with silence, fear, old wounds, other options, or emotional unavailability. You deserve to be loved by someone who understands that your heart is not a place to visit only when they need comfort. Your heart is sacred. It is not a waiting room. It is not a backup plan. It is not a place for someone to rest while refusing to build. It is a living garden, and it deserves someone who knows how to care for what grows there. Let yourself receive this truth. You are not hard to choose. You may have been around people who were not ready to choose. You may have given your love to someone who was unsure, unavailable, afraid, distracted, or wounded. But their uncertainty is not your identity. Their half-effort is not your mirror. Their inability to stand fully in love does not mean you are not worthy of full love. You are not too emotional for the right love. You are not too deep for the right love. You are not too honest for the right love. You are not too much because you want care. You are not too much because you need consistency. You are not too much because your heart wants to feel safe. To the wrong person, your needs may feel heavy. To the right person, your needs will be understood as part of loving you well. This does not mean another person must be perfect. It means they must be present. It means they must care enough to be honest. It means they must respect the heart they are holding. It means they must not use confusion as a way to keep you attached. It means they must not make you feel guilty for asking whether their love has a future, a truth, and a place for you. You may need to remind yourself often, I do not need to beg to be chosen. I do not need to prove I am worth commitment. I do not need to make someone see what they are not ready to honor. I can release confusion and welcome clarity. Let those words become part of your inner home. Let them rise when you feel tempted to accept less. Let them rise when someone offers you mixed signals and calls it love. Let them rise when your heart begins to shrink just to fit into the small space someone gives you. Let them rise when you forget that you are allowed to want love that does not hurt your soul. Confusion can become familiar, but familiar does not mean right. Sometimes peace feels strange because your heart has grown used to chaos. Sometimes clear love feels quiet because your nervous system has mistaken anxiety for chemistry. Sometimes being chosen fully may feel new because you have spent so long trying to earn what should have been freely given. Be patient with yourself as you learn a new kind of love. Let your heart become comfortable with peace. Let your body learn that love does not have to feel like fear. Let your mind learn that you do not need to solve another person's uncertainty. Let your soul learn that being chosen fully is not too much to ask. It is not a fantasy. It is not a dream for other people only. It is a reflection of the worth that has always been within you. And until love appears in that clear and steady form, do not lower your spirit to fit confusion. Do not let loneliness talk you into returning to a place where you felt invisible. Do not let one sweet message erase the truth of a repeated pattern. Do not let your longing convince you that half love is better than peace. Peace may feel quiet, but it is powerful. Peace may feel unfamiliar, but it is healing. Peace may feel empty at first, but it creates space for what is real. Choose the love that chooses you back. Choose the love that has the courage to be clear. Choose the love that does not ask you to live on hope while starving for action. Choose the love that honors your softness. Choose the love that protects your peace. Choose the love that makes your spirit feel safe to open. And most of all, choose yourself while you wait. Choose yourself in the morning when the old ache returns. Choose yourself at night when memories come close. Choose yourself when you miss the person who could not meet you fully. Choose yourself when you want to explain again. Choose yourself when your heart wants to turn back. Choose yourself gently, kindly, faithfully. Because every time you choose yourself, you teach life how you are ready to be loved. You teach your own heart that confusion is no longer home. You teach your energy that love must come with respect. You teach your future that you are available for wholeness, not fragments. You deserve to be chosen without confusion. You deserve love that is clear enough for your heart to rest. You deserve a connection where you do not have to wonder if you matter. You deserve to feel wanted without begging, held without fear, and loved without losing yourself. Sometimes when someone leaves, pulls away, becomes silent, or cannot love you the way you hoped, it can feel like life is taking love from you. It can feel like punishment. It can feel like rejection. It can feel like the universe has closed a door right when your heart was beginning to believe. But what if the door closing is not proof that you were not loved? What if it is protection from a love that would have kept you begging? What if life is not removing love from you, but removing what was blocking you from receiving love fully? The universe does not take what is real to harm you. Life does not remove what is aligned to make you suffer. Sometimes life clears what is incomplete because your soul has been asking for something whole. Sometimes life allows a connection to fall away because staying in it would have made you forget yourself even more. Sometimes what feels like loss is actually space being created for your healing. This does not mean the pain is not real. It is real. Your heart may ache. Your body may miss the old closeness. Your mind may keep returning to memories. You may wonder why something that felt so meaningful could not become what you hoped. Let yourself feel the sadness without turning it into a story of unworthiness. Sadness is not proof that you made the wrong choice. Missing someone is not proof that they were meant to stay. Pain is often part of release. Grief is often the sound of the heart letting go of what it wished could have been different. The universe is gentle, but it is also truthful. It will not always let you stay where your soul is slowly fading. It will not always let you build a home in a place that keeps hurting your heart. It will not always answer your prayer by giving you the person you want. Sometimes it answers by giving you the strength to walk away. Sometimes it answers by revealing the truth you did not want to see. Sometimes it answers by allowing someone's distance to become so clear that you can no longer call it love. You may have prayed for love and watched someone leave. You may have prayed for clarity and received silence. You may have prayed for a sign and found yourself facing the same pattern again. But perhaps the answer was hidden inside what you did not want. Perhaps the silence showed you what words were hiding. Perhaps the distance showed you what hope kept covering. Perhaps the repeated pattern showed you that your soul had already outgrown the cycle. Life is not always giving you what your fear wants. Life is guiding you toward what your soul needs. Fear wants to hold on to anything that feels familiar. The soul wants freedom. Fear says, keep begging, because what if nothing better comes? The soul says, release what hurts, because what is meant for you cannot enter while your hands are full of what keeps wounding you. Fear says, stay where you are known. The soul says, step toward where you are honored. Sometimes love is removed because it was not love in the form you deserved. Sometimes the person you wanted was a teacher, not a home. Sometimes the connection was a mirror, not a destination. Sometimes it came to show you where you were still abandoning yourself. Sometimes it came to awaken the part of you that had forgotten its worth. And once the lesson begins to complete, the connection may no longer be able to stay in the same way. This is not punishment. This is growth. This is life loving you enough to disturb what is not built on truth. You may not understand it right away. The heart often needs time to catch up with the wisdom of the soul. At first, you may only feel the emptiness. You may only feel the absence. You may only feel the ache of not having what you wanted. But one day, as healing begins to settle, you may look back and see something different. You may see that what you lost was also what kept you anxious. You may see that what you cried over was also what made you small. You may see that the closed door was not cruelty, but mercy. Sometimes life protects you through endings. Sometimes life protects you through delays. Sometimes life protects you through silence. Sometimes life protects you through people who cannot give you what you need. Their inability becomes the sign. Their distance becomes the message. Their lack of effort becomes the answer. Not because you are not worthy, but because you are worthy of more than what they are able to give. Let this truth comfort you. What is meant to love you fully will not require you to become empty to receive it. What is meant to stay will not keep asking you to disappear. What is meant for your peace will not keep your nervous system in fear. What is meant for your growth may challenge you, but it will not constantly make you feel unworthy of care. When the universe removes something, it often creates space before it fills it. That space can feel lonely, it can feel quiet, it can feel like nothing is happening. But space is not nothing. Space is where your soul breathes again. Space is where you begin to hear your own voice. Space is where your heart remembers what it wants, not only what it was trying to keep. Space is where healing begins to grow roots. Do not rush to fill the space with another person who repeats the old wound. Do not run back to confusion simply because peace feels unfamiliar. Do not mistake the silence after release for emptiness. This silence may be sacred. This quiet may be the universe giving you room to return to yourself. This space may be the beginning of the love you have been praying for, because now there is finally room for it to arrive. You may have thought the universe was ignoring you when the love you wanted did not become steady. But perhaps life was listening more deeply than you knew. Perhaps life heard the prayer beneath your prayer. You were asking for that person, but your soul was asking for peace. You were asking for a message, but your soul was asking for truth. You were asking to be chosen by them, but your soul was asking you to choose yourself. And life, in its wisdom, began answering the deeper prayer. This is why you must trust what leaves when you have tried everything to keep it with love. If you gave your heart, if you spoke your truth, if you showed patience, if you offered kindness, and still the connection kept making you feel small, then perhaps the ending is not your failure. Perhaps it is your release. Perhaps life is saying, you have learned enough here. Come forward now. There is more for you than this. The mind may want to argue with life. It may say, but I wanted this one. But I loved this one. But I thought this was my person. But I gave so much. But I waited so long. Let the mind speak. Let the grief be honest. But do not let pain convince you that life has abandoned you. Pain is not abandonment. Pain is often the doorway between the old self and the self that is ready to be loved better. You are not being punished. You are being redirected. You are not being forgotten. You are being prepared. You are not being denied love. You are being guided away from love that could not meet you and toward love that can. Say within yourself, life is not punishing me. Life is protecting my heart. What leaves my life makes room for what honors me. I trust the love that is meant for me to arrive in peace. Let those words become a soft place to rest. You do not have to understand the whole path today. You do not have to know who will come, when they will come, or how love will find you. You only need to stop holding tightly to what has already shown you. It cannot hold you fully. You only need to let your heart stop begging at the door that keeps closing. You only need to trust that the universe knows how to bring love without making you lose yourself. Sometimes the soul has to be emptied of the wrong hope before it can receive the right love. Not because hope is wrong, but because hope placed in the wrong hands becomes pain. You can take your hope back. You can place it in life again. You can place it in your own healing. You can place it in the belief that love can come without fear, without begging, without confusion. A closed door is not the end of love. It is the end of one form. It is the end of one lesson. It is the end of one pattern. And after every ending, life begins to gather new possibilities, often quietly, often slowly, often before you can see them. Do not judge your future by this moment of release. Do not decide that because one person could not love you fully, no one ever will. Do not give one person the power to define the whole story of love in your life. The universe is larger than this one connection. Love is larger than this one person. Your future is larger than this one heartbreak. Your worth is larger than this one rejection. Your soul is larger than this one season of grief. Let life clear the space. Let the old attachment loosen. Let the silence become healing. Let the longing become wisdom. Let the sadness become softness. Let the ending become a doorway. You do not need to force yourself to be happy immediately. You only need to remain open to the possibility that life is still good to you, even here. The universe does not remove love to punish you. It removes what cannot love you fully, so you have room to receive what can. It removes confusion, so clarity can come. It removes begging, so dignity can return. It removes the pattern, so peace can become possible. And one day, when your heart is calmer, you may whisper with tears and gratitude, "I understand now. I was not being rejected. I was being rescued from a love that was too small for my soul." To Rexikimo, if full love, you must first stop living as if you are only worthy of pieces. This does not mean you must become perfect before love can arrive. It does not mean you must heal every wound, master every emotion, or never feel lonely again. It means you begin to carry yourself as someone who is already worthy. You begin to speak to yourself as someone who is already loved. You begin to make choices that match the truth that your heart deserves to be chosen fully. Your energy changes when you stop begging. It becomes calmer. It becomes clearer. It becomes less desperate for proof. It no longer leans so far forward, trying to pull love from places where it is not freely coming. It comes back into the body. It comes back into the heart. It comes back into the present moment. And from that place, love no longer feels like something you must chase. Love becomes something you can allow. When you are begging, your energy says, "Please choose me so I can feel worthy." When you are healing, your energy says, "I am worthy, so I choose what honors me." These are very different ways of living. One gives your power away, The other brings your power home. One makes another person the source of your peace. The other lets your peace become the place where love can meet you. Full love begins as an inner agreement. You agree that you will not keep calling confusion love. You agree that you will not keep abandoning yourself for attention. You agree that you will not keep shrinking your needs to keep someone close. You agree that your heart is worthy of respect. You agree that your love is a gift. You agree that you are allowed to receive, not only give. This inner agreement becomes your energy. You may not need to announce it. You may not need to explain it to anyone. It begins quietly. You stop answering from fear. You stop reaching for someone who keeps proving they are not present. You stop checking for signs that only reopen the wound. You stop building stories around small pieces of affection. You stop living as if love must be earned through suffering. And then you begin to live differently. You begin to choose your peace in small ways. You begin to notice your body. You begin to honor your feelings. You begin to rest when you are tired. You begin to speak to yourself kindly. You begin to say no when your soul feels heavy. You begin to say yes to what feels honest, warm, and safe. You begin to care for yourself, not because someone left, but because you are worth caring for. This is how you become the energy of full love. You stop waiting to be treated as valuable before you treat yourself as valuable. You stop waiting for someone to choose you before you choose your own life. You stop waiting for someone to come close before you become intimate with your own heart. You stop waiting for love to prove you are enough before you begin living from enoughness. You are enough now, not later, not after someone returns, not after someone apologizes, not after someone finally understands what they lost, not after you become more beautiful, more healed, more successful, or more calm. You are enough now in this exact season, with this exact heart, with these exact feelings. Your worth is not delayed until someone recognizes it. When you live from this truth, your standards change naturally. You no longer need to force yourself to stop accepting less. Less simply begins to feel wrong for your spirit. Confusion no longer feels exciting. It feels heavy. Distance no longer feels mysterious. It feels unavailable. Half effort no longer feels promising. It feels incomplete. You begin to recognize what does not match the love you are becoming. This is not pride. This is alignment. This is your inner world becoming loyal to your truth. You are not saying, I am better than anyone. You are saying, I am no longer available for love that makes me feel smaller than I am. You are not judging others. You are honoring yourself. You are not closing your heart. You are opening it only where it can be held with care. Full love is not only something you receive from another person. Full love is the way you return to yourself again and again. It is the way you stop speaking cruelly to your own reflection. It is the way you stop blaming yourself for someone else's limits. It is the way you stop making your softness wrong. It is the way you stop apologizing for wanting honesty. It is the way you stop thinking your needs make you hard to love. Your needs are not proof that you are difficult. Your needs are information. They tell you what makes your heart feel safe. They tell you what kind of love helps you bloom. They tell you where your boundaries need to be. They tell you when something is not aligned. A person who truly values you will not need you to erase your needs to make the relationship easier for them. As you become the energy of full love, you learn to listen to yourself sooner. You no longer wait until you are completely broken before admitting something hurts. You no longer need repeated pain before trusting your own feelings. You no longer talk yourself out of your inner knowing. You begin to understand that your body, your heart, and your peace are wise. If something keeps making you anxious, you listen. If something keeps making you feel small, you listen. If someone's words do not match their actions, you listen. If your heart feels tired after every interaction, you listen. Listening to yourself is an act of love. Trusting yourself is an act of love. Acting on what you know is an act of love. This is how your energy becomes magnetic in a deeper way, not because you are trying to attract someone, not because you are performing confidence, not because you are pretending not to care. Your energy becomes magnetic because it becomes whole. It no longer begs. It no longer chases. It no longer bends itself into shapes to be accepted. It rests in the quiet knowing, I am already worthy of love. And when you rest in that knowing, you attract differently. You are not pulled so strongly toward people who repeat the old wound. You are not impressed by attention without intention. You are not carried away by sweet words that have no roots. You are not easily trapped by someone who gives a little and disappears. You can see more clearly because you are no longer trying to be saved by the connection. You become the safe place you were searching for. You become the love you wanted someone else to give you first. You become steady with yourself. You become kind to yourself. You become present with your own pain. You become patient with your own healing. You become the person who no longer leaves your heart alone in order to chase someone else. Say gently in your heart, I am the energy of full love. I do not chase from fear. I receive from worth. I am open to love that is clear, kind, and steady. Let these words shape your inner world. Let them replace the old belief that love must be begged for. Let them soften the old fear that you will be forgotten if you stop chasing. Let them quiet the old thought that you must prove your value. You do not have to prove what is already true. You only have to remember it and live from it. Full love also means becoming honest about what you are available for. You are available for respect. You are available for kindness. You are available for honest communication. You are available for shared effort. You are available for love that does not punish your tenderness. You are available for connection that feels safe in your body. You are available for someone who wants to choose you, not someone who must be convinced. And you are no longer available for crumbs, no longer available for confusion, no longer available for being hidden, no longer available for hot and cold affection, no longer available for promises without change, no longer available for love that makes you feel like you are too much and not enough at the same time. There is power in knowing what you are no longer available for. Not bitter power, peaceful power, the power of a heart that has learned, the power of someone who has suffered enough to understand the cost of self-abandonment, the power of a soul that says, I bless the past, but I will not live there anymore. As you become the energy of full love, your relationship with waiting changes. You no longer wait in desperation. You wait in trust. You no longer wait while letting life pass you by. You live. You heal. You grow. You laugh again. You care for your body. You open to friendship. You let beauty return. You let the world become larger than one person's inability to choose you. This matters deeply, because when your whole life becomes centered around being chosen by one person, your soul becomes small. But when you return to your own life, your soul expands. You remember there is more love in the world than one connection. There is love in your own breath, love in a quiet morning, love in a kind friend, love in the strength it takes to keep going, love in the way life still offers you light even after heartbreak. Let yourself receive love from everywhere, not only from the person who withheld it. Let the day love you. Let your own care love you. Let gentle words love you. Let your healing love you. Let the universe love you in small ways until your heart remembers it is not empty. You are surrounded by more support than fear allows you to see. When you become the energy of full love, you do not need to force the right person to arrive. You simply stop making room for the wrong patterns. You clear the space. You honor your heart. You choose peace. You live as someone who knows love is not scarce. And in that space, life can bring what matches your healing. The right love will not be frightened by your wholeness. It will not need you to be desperate. It will not need you to be small. It will not need you to beg. It will meet you where you are becoming free. It will recognize the light that you no longer hide. It will feel like a blessing, not a battle. It will add to your peace, not become the only source of it. So become full love now, not tomorrow, not when someone chooses you, not when loneliness disappears. Begin now in the way you speak to yourself. Begin now in the way you stop chasing what hurts. Begin now in the way you forgive yourself for accepting less. Begin now in the way you open your hands and say, I am ready for love that honors me. You are ready for love that does not make you beg. You are ready for love that does not confuse your soul. You are ready for love that feels like truth. And until it arrives, you will not abandon yourself. You will become the living proof that you were worthy all along. Now let this final truth settle into your heart. You are already worth choosing. You do not become worth choosing when someone finally sees you. You do not become worth choosing when a message arrives. You do not become worth choosing when someone regrets losing you. You do not become worth choosing when another person calls you beautiful, valuable, or enough. You are worth choosing now. You were worth choosing when you were begging. You were worth choosing when you forgot your power. You were worth choosing when you waited too long. You were worth choosing when you accepted less because you were afraid. Your worth did not disappear in the moments you abandoned yourself. It waited for you. It stayed beneath the pain. It stayed beneath the longing. It stayed beneath every tear. Your worth has been here the whole time. This is your return. This is the moment you stop looking at yourself through the eyes of someone who could not love you fully. This is the moment you stop letting their distance define your beauty. This is the moment you stop using their confusion as proof that you are not enough. This is the moment you gather your heart back into your own hands and say, I remember now. You remember that love should not require begging. You remember that care should not be rare. You remember that honesty should not feel like too much to ask. You remember that your needs are not shameful. You remember that your tenderness is not weakness. You remember that being chosen fully is not a fantasy. It is the kind of love your soul has been asking you to prepare for by no longer settling for less. Maybe someone did not choose you the way you hoped. Maybe someone only gave pieces. Maybe someone made you feel like your heart was too much. Maybe someone stood close enough to keep you hoping, but not close enough to let you rest. Let that be part of your story, but do not let it become your whole story. It was a chapter. It was a lesson. It was a mirror. It was not the final truth of your life. The final truth is love. The final truth is worth. The final truth is that life is still opening doors you cannot yet see. The final truth is that your heart can heal. The final truth is that the right love will not require the loss of yourself. The final truth is that you do not need to beg for what is meant to meet you with peace. So release the need to be chosen by the one who made you doubt yourself. Release the need to win love from someone who kept you waiting. Release the need to prove your value to anyone who benefits from your insecurity. Release the habit of chasing the person who only comes close when you begin to leave. Release the old belief that half love is all you can have. You can love what was good and still release what was painful. You can miss them and still choose yourself. You can feel sadness and still trust your healing. You can be soft and still have boundaries. You can forgive and still move forward. You can wish someone well and still decide that your heart is no longer available for confusion. Let your next season be different. Let it be a season where you do not abandon yourself for attention. Let it be a season where you do not confuse anxiety with love. Let it be a season where you do not make excuses for what keeps hurting you. Let it be a season where you speak to yourself with kindness. Let it be a season where your heart learns peace again. When you wake in the morning, remind yourself, I am not here to beg today. When the old longing rises, remind yourself, I can miss someone and still choose peace. When fear tells you that no one else will come, remind yourself, life is wider than this one story. When loneliness speaks, remind yourself, I am with myself now. When love arrives in the future, remind yourself, I do not need to lose myself to keep it. You are becoming someone who knows their worth quietly. You do not need to shout it. You do not need to prove it. You do not need to convince anyone. You simply live from it. You walk away from what makes you feel small. You move toward what feels honest. You stop explaining your heart to those who do not want to understand it. You start giving your energy to people and places that feel safe, warm, and real. And as you do this, your life begins to change, not all at once, but gently. You breathe differently. You sleep with less heaviness. You smile without waiting for someone's approval. You begin to enjoy your own presence. You begin to trust your feelings. You begin to see that the love you were begging for was never the only love available to you. Life has more ways to reach you. Love has more doors than the one that closed. Let the closed door be closed. Let the half-love be complete in its lesson. Let the old cycle end. Let your soul rest from the work of trying to be chosen by someone who could not see you clearly. Let your heart be free from the hunger of waiting. Let your spirit stand tall again. You do not need to beg. You do not need to chase. You do not need to prove. You do not need to become smaller, quieter, easier, or less honest to be loved. You do not need to turn yourself into what someone else wants just to receive a little affection. You do not need to keep offering your whole heart to someone who only offers pieces. You deserve to be chosen fully. You deserve to be loved clearly. You deserve to be held with respect. You deserve to be spoken to with care. You deserve love that brings peace to your body. You deserve someone who does not make you wonder if your heart matters. You deserve the kind of love that feels like safety, warmth, honesty, and home. But before it arrives from another, let it arrive from you. Choose yourself fully. Choose your peace fully. Choose your healing fully. Choose your dignity fully. Choose your life fully. Do not wait for someone else to make you feel real. You are real now. Do not wait for someone else to make you feel worthy. You are worthy now. Do not wait for someone else to call you enough. You are enough now. Place this truth deep inside your heart. I stop begging for love. I choose myself fully. I deserve to be chosen fully. Let it become your new beginning. Let it become the voice that meets you when old fear rises. Let it become the light you return to when memories try to pull you backward. Let it become the promise you keep to yourself. I will not abandon myself for love again. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are not too late. You are not too much. You are not hard to love. You are not unworthy because someone failed to choose you. You are a heart learning to come home. You are a soul remembering its value. You are a person worthy of full love, steady love, honest love, peaceful love. And from this moment forward, may you stop begging at doors that do not open with care. May you stop waiting for crumbs from hands that cannot hold you fully. May you stop calling confusion destiny. May you stop mistaking longing for love. May you stop leaving yourself to be chosen by someone else. May you return to your own heart. May you honor your own softness. May you protect your own peace. May you trust that what is meant for you will not require you to lose yourself. May you believe that love can come clearly. May you know that you deserve to be chosen fully. Rest in this truth now. You are already worthy. You are already lovable. You are already enough. The right love will not make you beg. The right love will recognize what was sacred in you all along. And until it arrives, you will be here with yourself, gentle, steady, whole, and free.